Welcome, Bravehearts, to Real People, Real Healing. I'm Dr. Darrell Wolf, and today we're going to be talking about, you know what? The majority of the population is overweight. But when you're underweight, that is more difficult to gain weight than to lose weight. So I want to make that perfectly clear. And understand, most people that are underweight, they're not underweight, okay? They're under muscle, okay? They're losing their muscle. When you're underweight, you're losing your muscle, all right? And we're going to be talking about asthma today as well. And understand something, there is no asthma, there is no bronchitis, there is no COPD, there's infection, inflammation, mucus congestion that stores bad bacteria, and also infection, which people call viruses that aren't live. And the reality is this: if we don't get rid of the infection, the inflammation, and restore the circulation, and it doesn't matter where we're talking about in the body, whether we're talking about your toes or your nose or your lungs, it doesn't matter. It's all the same thing. There is no asthma. There is decreased circulation. There's infection. There's inflammation, and then there's mucus production, and then your alveoli, which grabs your oxygen, is being drowned in mucus, okay? And when you get stagnation, you get bad bugs. So that's it. So we're going to talk about underweight and how to get your weight back, but you're not underweight, you're under muscle tone. So we need to take a look at amino acids. We need to look at working out more, okay? Because understand, as we all get older, we lose our muscle, okay? If you want to keep your muscle, there's things that do that. There's products that do that. There's types of workouts that do that. There's a diet that will do that better than other things. But everything is about circulation, okay? If you've got poor circulation, you're going to either be overweight or underweight. If you've got poor circulation, depending on where it is in your body, we're going to give it a label and call it asthma, okay? And if it's in your colon, we could call it colitis. If it's in your small intestine, we could call it celiac disease. If it's in your stomach, we could call it an ulcer. So everything is about circulation, okay? Everything is about circulation, and everything is about proper nutrition. All right? All right, so I want to welcome today a beautiful lady, Juana. How are you, sweetie?
Hi, I'm good.
Okay, well, you look great. You do. You
Thank
look
you.
great. You're
Thank
doing
you.
great. You got a beautiful smile. And
Thank
you know
you.
what? With a beautiful smile, you'll have to spend less money and you'll have to work less to get your health back. And that's, you know, if you can wear a smile, you know what? That's a big part of the game right there, okay?
Yes.
It's a
Yes.
huge part of the game, okay?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to let you talk. Talk to me.
Um, well, I ran across your video, so I think like maybe a month ago, whenever time I first saw it, and I was taken back. And everything you teaching, I was already on board. I just didn't. Everybody was looking at me like I was crazy when I was saying certain stuff that you be saying, and it just piqued my interest. And then a lot of my family members, they took the vax or whatever, and so I was just trying to connect with you too, and also for myself, just to heal naturally, because I knew there was a way to heal naturally. I just didn't know how to do it, and when I tried to explain it, everybody was making me sound like I was crazy. So I kind of like just
You
went
know
in the
what?
shell.
You know what's really crazy? How everybody's programmed to tell the people that are actually getting back to nature, trying to find their authentic self, trying to participate in self-love and self-care for themselves so that they can learn how to help others. We're the ones that are crazy. The majority of the population has always been wrong. Did you get that? And they're
Yes.
going to stay wrong because they don't understand that their subconscious rules them. And if we don't understand one thing, look at, It wasn't just us in school that we were ruled, schooled, and fooled. You know what? I took health all the way through school. I took advanced health all the way through school, and I never learned a thing. And neither did anybody else, and you know you never learned a dang thing. And understand something. And then guess what? You want to be a healer and become a medical doctor, and then you don't learn anything. What you do learn actually hurts people. And understand something. I am not putting down any medical doctor, any nurse, but tell me, after all these millions of doctors and nurses around the world and multi-millions of natural health practitioners, and we're sicker than we've ever been in our life because we're sicker here. If you don't get this straightened out, you don't get this straightened out. And the majority of the population always attacks anyone that wants better in their life. You can program a human being to suffer, to feel like a sinner, to create a guilt, an invisible guilt jail for themselves and their family even. Understand, enough is enough. We've been programmed by these psychos, by the government, by the corporations since the beginning of time, and it stops here today. It stops here today. And understand something, without disrespecting anybody out there, okay, I'm not going to listen to your nonsense. Right. The world is full of nonsense. And guess what? The nonsense that's coming out of your mouth is causing people to become sick and even die. And the reality is, unless we find logic, God, I'd rather talk to an 8-year-old, okay, than anybody with a PhD. Thank you very much. Because I'm going to make a lot more headway, okay, because there's no logic left anymore. Because the more you've gone to school, the more of a fool you are, okay? And you've been fooled. And I'm not saying I'm calling you a fool, but you've been fooled. So the reality is this, before we start this thing today, is this. Is everybody, you leave Tawanda alone and you stop disrespecting her, okay? And you respect her because she's not scared to break away from the herd. She's not scared to look for her authentic self and everything that God created. Because God did not create any of this BS that we are living by today. So understand, you're all full of bullshit. Okay? And most of you are so caught up in your religion, you can't even see, okay, the forest for the trees, that it's about unconditional love. That's what we were created. We were created from unconditional love. And where is it? And where's even expanding our mind? Where's actually learning how to love and care for each other? And understand, please don't get me wrong, I usually don't talk like this, but you know what? What's going on in the world today, I don't even want to comment, okay? Because I'm not taking sides. I'm on everybody's side. And understand something. My heart goes out to everyone who is in any place or any situation, okay, where any of these government idiots, okay, are deciding to play their stupid games. Okay, that's all. I've said my piece. And the reality is this, my heart goes out to every one of you. And I mean every one of you on this planet. Okay? Tawanda, what do you want to talk about?
I guess we could start with, circulation, if you like.
Yeah, well, circulation is the big thing, you know. If you have perfect circulation, what do you have, Tawanda?
I don't have perfect circulation, so
if you've got perfect circulation, you got perfect health. That's it. So perfect circulation is the key. I'm pretty close to it, you know? Okay. And the reality is you just got to know how to get it and you got to know how to do it. Okay? All right? Yeah. That's the most important thing. And nobody talks about it, but that's it. Perfect circulation, you've got perfect health. And you know what? If everybody were to take a look at their Achilles heel, I'm trying to tell you that it won't be the underweight that gets you. It's poor circulation that's every condition in the human body. Remember something, any place that you feel stiffness, inflammation, swelling, pain, or have redness, that is a scar tissue block or a calcification block. So if you can turn the scar tissue back into beautiful connective tissue, which means bringing back the circulation, Because the difference between beef jerky and healthy tissue is the circulation. That's all. And the thing is you can go buy beef jerky at the store. It's never coming back alive. But you can take the same beef jerky that you have because you're getting scar tissue in your lungs right now. That's what asthma is. Too much infection, too much inflammation. You start to get scar tissue. But if we can get the circulation back into those lungs, that's a really big deal. So I think the most important thing is that we look at your lungs first, and then you'll have no asthma if you have perfect circulation. Okay? All right? And the underweight thing is going to take you doing some working out and eating differently. All right?
Yes.
What do you think of that?
I like that.
Yeah.
I eat a lot of fruit already. Like, I don't eat my first meal until 12 o'clock. So
Pardon?
I don't eat my first meal of the day until 12. And
that's important, but you have to understand something. Food today is not food today. So understand that.
Yes.
Where do you live?
DC. Washington, DC. Yes.
Well, there's no food there. There's hardly any food. There's
Right.
lots of food that if you look at it, it's physically looking at food.
Yes.
But if we were to look at the actual nutritional value of that food, and I'm going to tell you something, and people don't like this, and they think it's some kind of a scam. But the reality is that it's not food we need. It's nutrition. And real nutrition has concentrated light and high frequency. And I just want to explain it to you that, yes, I get it. You don't eat until noon. I think that's really good because we detoxify. The detoxification period is from 4 until noon. But the reality is, I still want to be bringing in nutritional factors into your body as soon as you wake up. I want you to get electrolytes. I want you to get amino acids. I want you to get fatty acids. Those 3 things are really important. And we can do this, and we can build you up nutritionally. And when I build a protocol for you, and I tell you what I would do if I was in your shoes, then you can decide what you want to do, and then understand that once we've done this consult, Wanda, you're going to call me as often as you like. And I mean it. Every little thing matters to Wanda. Every little thing. You are not going to let things go by. Hey, Daryl. Hey, Doc. Whatever. I got this question, and I'm going to answer it. Okay? And then we get to move on. We're not going to text. We're not going to email. We're going to actually be human beings. And we're going to discuss things so that we can stir things up to see what other things we're not talking about or what we haven't talked about that could make a difference. One domino helps the rest, right, Tawanda?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Okay. So the first thing that I'd like to talk about, let's talk about the asthma, okay? All right?
Okay.
Adrian, can you please grab me the 2 nebulizers, the infinite iodine, the silver bullet immunity, and the Bright Eyes Fulvic, and the clapper. I'm just going to go through a routine. Remember, Tawanda, and everybody watching, my job is to give you the most powerful thunder to turn this around, and then do it with gentle baby loving steps and actually make this thing work.
Okay.
How many people, Tawanda, do you know that will go to a natural health practitioner or a health food store and actually get healthy?
Not
Very
too many.
few.
Yeah, not too many.
Very few. Okay? That's the truth of it. Okay? Yeah. Silver bullet immunity. Can you go ask Lori for it if it's not here, please? Lori? Okay? All right. And the iodine, can you hand me the infinite iodine, please? Thank you. Okay. And the clapper, I got it right here. Thank you. Just get the silver bullet immunity, Adrian. Okay, so, all right. So, first thing is, are you on a mucus, a non-mucus diet? Okay. So let's talk about what you eat, not what you don't eat, but what you do eat. What do you eat and what do you drink?
I eat rice and gravy.
What?
Rice and you say what? You say my diet? What do I eat?
Fries and gravy?
Rice and gravy. You said what do I
Fri-
eat? Right?
Like fries, like French fries?
No rice. Like rice and gravy.
What
Like
kind of
rice.
gravy? What kind of gravy?
It has to be dark. I don't like anything light,
I know, but
like
where do you
chicken.
get this gravy from for this rice?
Like Heinz, like just I'll make it out of flour or
Heinz gravy?
yeah,
Are you kidding?
yeah. That's it.
Anything Heinz is actually demonic.
Okay.
Okay. If you want to get well, then you're going to have to eat things that don't have a label with a bunch of ingredients. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
You know, I love this part. Everyone, we need to read the ingredients. The more that there's no, okay, the food that has no label is the food we want to eat. Did you get that?
I did.
Did you know? Go get your Heinz gravy right now for me and read the label, and you're going to find out that there's at least 15 different poisons on there, and some of them are cancer causing.
Okay.
How's that?
Not good.
No, don't you? Okay. There is no food corporation that isn't trying to cause infection and inflammation in your body. There are 4 major owners of food corporations in the United States of America, and they were known as Big Tobacco, and they also own Big Pharma. My objective is, as a psycho billionaire that used to own a tobacco field, is to buy up the food corporations, and because I can't poison the people with cigarettes, because we used to be able to tell the doctors that, you know, tell people to smoke because the deeper they smoke, they can exercise their lungs. You remember that one?
I do.
So now we can't get away with that BS. So now we're going to go and buy up all the food corporations, and we're going to poison everything that we touch. And also, even in the health food store, anything that gets popular that is pure, we will poison it and buy up the company.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
You understand?
I do.
So if you want to go just totally crazy, keep having a diet where you've got to look at the back of the label and look at the ingredients. You know, I tell people, you know, if you want to download Bobby, it's called Bobby, and then, you know, you can go and use your phone and then check the label for the ingredients to see how toxic it is. I mean, go ahead and do that. But remember, if you have to download Bobby to check the food you're eating, then there's something wrong with you.
Right.
So I know that if I'm eating fruit and vegetables, whole grains, okay, if I'm eating lentils and beans, okay, all right, or if I know the farmer, that's it. That's it. And understand something, the majority of the population, I told you, are always wrong, and the majority of the population don't even read the labels.
Right.
Do they?
Nope.
Why don't you go to the grocery
label.
store? So right now we know that in a grocery store, 1% of the food is edible. 1%. But people are spending 100% of their money in a grocery store where the food is 1%. So the next time I go to the grocery store, I'm going to go and I'm going to walk through every aisle. It might take me 10, 15 minutes. And I'm going to prove, okay, I'm going to prove that there is not even 1% of food that's edible in a grocery store. And that's the truth. So let's make that perfectly clear, okay?
Okay.
So we're talking about, if you want to get well, we're talking about things like lentil soup. We're talking about putting like beans in your salad. We're talking about avocado, you know, eating an avocado and putting like Celtic salt on it with some lemon. And that's a whole meal in itself. So, you know, people are eating now, and they're eating themselves to death, and there's nothing in it but poison. So people are malnourished and poisoned. And I'm not talking about, I'm talking about, ready for this? Mm-hmm. So just know this. 98% of the population in the United States is poisoned and malnourished. 99% of the population has parasites. And they have parasites because of a low vibrational negative attitude and a low vibrational, low frequency foods. And understand, I want you to try to get this. There isn't 4 food groups. There's one. It's called high vibrational foods and drink. That's it. If you were to look at everything on a vibrational scale, you'd be healthy.
Okay.
And understand something. People don't even food combine anymore. If you eat proteins and starches together, you're going to have indigestion. If you eat 2 proteins at a meal, you're not going to digest it. If you eat fruit, okay, when you just ate protein, then it's going to digest too fast. So the reality is we've thrown everything out the door. There's just, everything's insanity. There's no logic. You know, we eat every day like a buffet.
Yeah.
So I'm not picking on you. I just want to know what you're eating. So with the rice, you know, take a look at things like bragaminos if you want flavor. Okay, take a look at even butter, or take a look at real salt. Okay, or take a look at coconut oil. When you make your rice, mix some coconut oil in with your rice and mix a little bit of organic butter in with the rice.
Okay.
Okay, put some real salt on it. That'd be so delicious. Or you could use bragaminos on it if you want even more flavor in it. But my God, the Heinz gravy, you are going to destroy yourself.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
So what else do you eat, love?
And then mainly like cucumbers and onions with salt and pepper, and a lot of fruit like watermelon, just standard fruit, grapes.
Okay, well, just know this, that all the fruit you eat, make sure it has seeds as much as possible. I don't care if it's organic, just make sure it has seeds. Seeds are more important than it being organic. And organic, for me, I've already done a show on that, and I said it's a scam. And we want non-toxic food. So what we should see in grocery stores is toxic fruit and vegetables, and then this shouldn't say anything. It shouldn't say, you know, organic over here and everything else is poison. That's how ridiculous we've become in America. Okay? All right? So people aren't thinking. People have not thought about food properly in 75 years.
Mm-hmm. Right?
And most people aren't eating food. Look at what children are getting in food, and then no wonder they're on drugs. Anyways, that's another story. But tell me what other things you eat, love.
Well, that's about it. I'm kind of like scared to eat anything, because I don't know what's in it. So I'm kind of like, I think that contributes to the weight loss, because I'm kind of like afraid to eat a lot of stuff
Well, you
right
got to
now.
make sure that what you eat was wrapped by nature. So, you know, to put weight on, we need lots of fatty acids, right?
Yes.
Okay. We need lots of amino acids, but we need to have lots of minerals. And we want a lot of minerals that are high electrically charged. You understand? So
Yes.
that would be the whole thing about buying local, buying as fresh as possible. But you're not in a really good place for that. It's not going to get easier. And I tell people, and they don't like it because it sounds like I'm, you know, just trying to take advantage of them. But you can't live in DC and eat healthy. It's very difficult. You have to supplement with nutraceuticals and understand something. You do know that all the liquid you eat, all the solid food that you eat, the food you eat, the liquid you drink, it all leaves the body. None of that ever was used to actually create this physical matter called my physical body. Do you understand?
Yes.
It's frequency and light that actually creates the physical body, and people can't wrap that around their head. They think it's the food they consume. No, it's the actual nutrition that's in it. But even if I gave you a nutraceutical, like I have what's called a Perfect Day Multi, it is the most powerful organic multi. It's got 150 different nutrients in it. That whole physical component of that Perfect Day Multi leaves the body. The only thing that stays behind is actually the frequency and the vibration. So we know that different minerals and different vitamins and enzymes have different vibrations that do different things in the body. Okay? And
Yes.
the reality is that people are malnourished. Okay, malnourished is the big one. And then toxic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Like and I'm not picking on you, but your Heinz gravy, there is nothing gravy in there. It is all just chemicals, and it's even cancer causing. So, and I don't believe in cancer, but I believe in infection that goes to inflammation, and inflammation causes oxygen deprivation for the cells, and that's what they call cancer, right?
Yes.
So, and every illness will have an oxygen deficiency, and it'll have a circulation deficiency, all right? And they go hand in hand, all right? And that's because of a nutrient deficiency. See?
Yes.
There's just not enough electrical conductivity to even run the mitochondria that create the ATP that actually create the energy in your body. And you can't have any type of a problem anywhere in your body, okay, unless you've got mitochondrial damage. And the mitochondria are the powerhouse in your cells. So we need to actually create a pristine environment. First, let's talk about, we'll go to the asthma in a second. So let's walk through your day, and I'm going to give you what, and then you challenge me on what I'm saying or make adjustments to it. Okay, let's talk about your day. First, you walk through your day, and then I'll walk through and do a perfect day. Can we turn on both air conditioners over here? Thank you. Did you hear me? Thank you. What? Can you turn on the air conditioners, please? Thank you. All right. All right. Go ahead, Twanda. You go first.
So I get up in the morning around 7.
Yeah.
The first thing I do, I drink water. I drink lemon water, actually. I use this THUR machine that I have to purify my water. It be kind of warm. It makes it kind of warm. So I drink like this cup, one of these every morning. And I do this little exercise to this song called Dance to the Drummer's Beat. So
Okay,
I
can you hold for
exercise.
1 second? Can you turn the audio up, please? I cannot hear her. And also, if I can say something, before
Yes.
you even drink your water, just if I can come in on this, because I'm not going to add anything if I think you're doing it really good, or I can't, if I have nothing to add, I won't do it. But before you even get out of bed, before you open up your eyes, when you first realize you're awake, I want you to put a slight smile on your face. First thing.
Okay.
Then you're going to be guaranteed never getting out of bed on the wrong side.
Okay.
And I don't care, anybody, you need to put that slight smile on your face. I don't care what you think you're facing that day, what you faced last night, you need to do that. So light smile, and then connect to the Lionheart breath, 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out, because if you do a slower, deeper breath, it gets you into the eternal moment, and the slight smile is going to start dumping what we call your dose, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. And then before you reach your water, you go over and you grab what's called the belly button therapy kit. That's this. You put that in your belly button, and believe it or not, if you do 5 minutes using what the therapy we show you, the routine, because your belly button is attached to your what's called your vagus nerve, the wandering nerve, and it's, guess what? That was your attachment to your mother. And the reality is when you start using belly button therapy, just gently, and we're going to start doing this, and then we're going to go up, and then we're going to go all around and use different types of motions, it will dump more dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins, and it will create a 20 to 25% extra stretch in all your joints and muscles. Do you think that might come in handy?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and it'll put you in a beautiful mood into a parasympathetic state. So then I'm going to get out of bed. Then I'm going to drink that water. Now, you enhance your water with your device, but what I would suggest is I would put no less, and with you, I'm telling you right now, you are mineral deficient. you are fatty acid deficient, okay, and you're amino acid deficient. So we got to figure out on how we can support, and if we can just pull that off here, that's going to help you, okay?
Okay.
So I would like to see you put in what's called Beyond Ormus Minerals, okay? And that's this here bottle. That's called Beyond Ormus Minerals. And whether people want to believe it or not, they can do their own homework. I've got third-party studies to show that for electrolyte drink, okay? For an electrolyte drink, okay? This here, our minerals are the most highly charged electrolytes on the planet, okay? All right, and our minerals come off of the Arctic, okay? And then it goes into the ocean. The actual algae in the ocean turns those minerals into vegetable minerals, which means our body can absorb them. And then we put that into a concentrate called Beyond Ormus Minerals, and we also make it into Ormus. And that's a special process where the minerals will work on an emotional level in the human body. And this is actually a science, so it's not some kind of fluffy stuff. Okay, so I would like you to do 50 drops of Beyond Ormus Minerals. And I would like you to do that 4 times a day in a glass of water. And then you can tell me how you feel in 3 days. You're going to say, oh my gosh, my brain is sharper. Oh my gosh, I think I can see better. Oh my gosh, I have more energy. I feel more clear. You know what? Because minerals are first and foremost before anything else. So, and understand when we talk about electrolytes, that means the electrical charge on the mineral. And just so you know, Gatorade is not an electrolyte drink. That is a lie. It's a fallacy, and it's carcinogenic to you and your children. So please wake the heck up. Wake up, everybody. It's time to wake up now, okay? So I would want you to do 50 drops, and that water, of course, you energized it with your device, and making it warm water is always going to be better than cold water or cool water, because warm water will clean and it helps to loosen up the mucus. Everybody that has asthma has mucus congestion in their lungs, and that's all that is. And then if you have a change of season, or you have stress, or you went out and partied, your asthma is worse 48 hours later. So I call BS on the whole thing. It's BS. There is no asthma. Okay? And asthma has an attachment to fear. And weight loss has an attachment to fear. Not being able to gain weight. Okay? And can I ask you, are your hands cold more often than not?
My feet.
Okay.
No, not mine.
Well, I knew it was going to be your hands and feet, or one of them. So, and that's fear.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and it becomes a physical problem of circulation, but it's an emotional problem of letting go of the reality that something's going to hit the fan.
Okay. Sure.
You always have on the back burner, holy shit, what next?
Yep.
And if you don't get rid of that, you don't gain the weight, you don't get rid of the asthma, and you keep the cold feet.
Okay.
And guess what? Hey, how would you like to do this, Tawanda? No, I've got cold feet. Did you get that?
I did. Yes.
The saying, I got cold feet, it's called I'm full of fear.
No.
Tawanda, you need to work on this. You need to get a Love Band Life Band.
Okay.
Okay, if you do end up ordering products and you call in, or just tell them that I said to give you like a dozen. Okay. And I'm telling you, right on here it says 3, 2, 1, I got this, Braveheart. Did you know when you count, Tawanda, did you ever notice something? When you see or hear something fearful, how long do you stay fearful for, Tawanda? Please be honest.
Oh, for a minute, a long time.
Until you fall asleep, and then you might even wake up with it.
Yep.
I give myself 15 seconds.
Oh.
I give myself 15 seconds.
15
and
seconds?
I teach a technique in my whole life health certified course. You will not be fearful for more than 15 seconds. And
Okay.
all this fear is your weight loss. All this fear is your cold feet. All this fear is your asthma. I've said it again, and I'm going to say it again. If you want to spend a crap load of money with me, we can bring in a high vibration of nutraceuticals to overcome this. Or if I can get you to go 3, 2, 1, I got this. 3, 2, 1, okay, I am a brave heart. 3, 2, 1, I love myself. 3, 2, 1, I'm safe. 3, 2, 1, I'm healthy. Okay?
Yes.
Okay? And I want you to, here's your mantra. Why am I so courageous? Say that.
Why am I so courageous?
And you're going to keep saying it all day long. Why am I so courageous?
Why am I so courageous?
How does that make you feel?
Courageous.
Okay, if you keep saying this all day long, you're going to get the projects done that you couldn't get done because your subconscious main program is fear, Tawanda.
Okay.
Well, no, say, Daryl, you don't know what you're talking about. If I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong. I'm always saying that fear sells. I'm the first one saying don't be afraid of things, and I'm thinking I'm my worst critic, I guess. So,
Well, don't say don't be afraid of things, because what stands out? Don't and afraid.
right.
So I just told you to say something. What did I tell you to say?
I'm courageous.
There, don't say anything else, love. The only reason why you're saying don't be afraid of things is because you're always afraid of things. So that's why you say that. That means you're just a bloody computer that plays programs.
Okay.
So what I want you to do is I want you to look at what you speak. Your thoughts and your words have power.
Yeah.
You know what you're never going to hear?
What's that?
Any negativity come out of that mouth.
Okay.
You're not going to hear anything to do with what everybody's talking about right now on the news. You're never going to hear me talk about it because it's none of my business. Because my business is to teach unconditional love and care and to teach that everybody matters.
Okay.
That's it. Do you think that you can mind your own business, Tawanda,
Oh,
and
yeah.
love and care for yourself?
Absolutely.
What?
Absolutely.
Okay. Then you're not going to
Absolutely.
tell people not to be afraid anymore, are you?
No,
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
Do you get what I'm laying down, girl?
I do.
Okay,
Absolutely. I do.
all right. Okay. So anyways, we got ourselves out of bed. We took our Beyond Ormus minerals because remember something, the most important thing on a nutritional value is electrolytes. And that's minerals that have a high electrical charge. End of story.
Okay.
Second thing to that, okay, is amino acids. Next thing after that is fatty acids. And if you could focus on this more, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, so after we took our water, we're out of bed, we took our water. What are we doing now?
I do my exercise. I have this little dancer drummer's beat. I play this song. It's a long song, so throughout the whole song,
And you
because in
put
school,
dance in your pants. I get it, and it's beautiful.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
then I clock in for work.
Hey, you know what? I've got a song that I'm making, but it's only about 3 minutes, and it's called Pooping in Your Pelvis. I'll send you that song as soon as I'm done because you can dance to it.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes. And that's about it. After that, I clock in for work.
What do you do for work?
I'm in healthcare.
Healthcare.
Yes.
Okay. What do you do in healthcare?
I take care of my brother. I'm
You
his
take
I'm his
care.
caretaker. After my mother passed, I left my job at the airport, and then I became, I got certified to be a caretaker for him. So I take care of him 14 hours a day, 7 days a week.
That's beautiful. And the more that you learn about yourself, the more you can help him, right?
Yes.
Okay,
I
sweetheart.
think I called you about him a couple of times because he had just had a seizure and he had a heart attack recently. And I got kind of scared. That's the first time I reached out to you. And I ordered a lot of things, but I was trying to help him more than myself. So that was the first time I reached
I
out to
will
you.
tell you, the more that you help you, the more you're going to be helping him.
Right.
And that's how it works. Every
Yes.
caretaker burns themselves out, okay? And I have this saying, caretaker, take care, okay?
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
you're eventually not going to be there. Caretakers burn themselves right out, okay? They totally burn out all their energy.
Yes.
And you know what?
Yes.
It's not. It's you know what? It's not about selfishness. It's about centering into oneself and actually having respect. Having respect for oneself. And if you don't have respect for oneself, then you won't protect oneself. Right?
Right.
Okay. So we got some dance in our pants. Now what are we doing?
And after that, I mean, I just do my daily routine, go shopping or things like that for him, take him to the doctor, things like that for him.
Okay. Well. Okay. So I know, but talk about what you're going to drink and do throughout the day, would you?
So I drink a lot of lemonade.
You
I
do
know
what?
I drink a lot of lemonade.
I do a lot of
And,
lemonade too. I got a whole thing of lemonade here with some black diamond in it and Beyond Ormus minerals and C60.
okay, I don't have anything in it, but just
Well,
lemonade.
remember something, I keep telling you, it's all about nutrition.
Yes.
And whether people want to believe this or not, if you took 30 to 40% of what you make in wages and you actually bought high frequency nutraceuticals, the money that you, if you were to take 30 to 40% of what you spend on food and you actually bought real nutrition, nutraceutical nutrition, and you actually took that, you will double your energy and you'll actually save money. People don't get this. They don't understand that, guess what? Your appetite goes away when you flip the switch of nutrition in your body.
Okay.
Okay? People don't understand that depression leaves, because there is no depression, there's only anxiety, and that leaves when you actually feed your nervous system, right? People don't understand that they can't think straight because they're dehydrated and they never got the essential nutrients that the brain needed to even function. Which again, the body, amino acids, fatty acids, and electrolytes. That's all it is, okay? That's all it is.
Okay.
Those are the main things, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you had your water, you did your dance. Just let's go through what you're going to eat and drink throughout an average day.
Okay.
Go ahead. Tell me what you eat and drink.
Well, other than fruit, and like I said, like if I'm like still kind of hungry, then I was eating the rice and the gravy
Rice.
because rice.
A lot of rice.
I do a lot of rice.
You better watch it, girl.
Okay.
Okay, we need to get some lentils. We need to get some beans in there. Amino acids. Watch out for all the rice. I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm just trying to tell you, watch out for it, okay?
Okay.
And if you really need, and you need amino acids and you need protein. You know that, right?
I do.
Because guess what? You walk around kind of exhausted all the time. No extra real energy. How's that?
Somewhat correct.
Somewhat correct, okay? I'm never going to be perfect, but good enough. Okay,
Yeah.
so here it is. I'm telling you right now, I would be doing 2 blender drinks a day with minimum two free-range or eggs in, raw. Two raw eggs, free-range.
You know, I'm I'm lactose. You know, like I don't do any dairy.
1 second. Eggs aren't dairy, and I've never met anybody that was allergic to eggs, but you could be the first.
Yeah.
Eggs aren't dairy, and guess what? If you did 2 free-range eggs in, let's say, organic strawberries or blueberries, you can get those from Costco. You mixed it with water or coconut water if it's pure, okay? And then you were to put like a level tablespoon of black gold in there, okay? And you did nothing else, and you did 2 of those twice a day, you will call me in 3 to 4 days and go, you've doubled my energy and I can think straight.
Okay.
You know what? Eggs, raw eggs are second to mother's milk. And I'm telling you that right now. I don't know what else to do. You know, people say, I want to save money, but I need to be able to digest it. I can't digest protein. Dead animals, you eat too many dead animals and you're in big trouble. Okay? All right? That's it. But with eggs, understand this. When you eat raw eggs, you're talking about 87% that you are digesting and absorbing. When you eat a cooked egg, you're talking about 13 to 17%.
Okay.
And guess what? You can believe this or not believe this, but the whole cholesterol thing is totally BS.
Yeah.
Totally BS. Okay, the people with the highest cholesterol live the longest, and if you don't think I'm right,
No.
then check out Eskimos, check out the Hunzas, and check out, there's a Japanese culture, and they have such high cholesterol in their diet. And I understand this, that 100 years ago, cholesterol reading was not high unless it was 350 or more. They just changed it because Big Pharma needed to sell their statin drugs so that they could create Alzheimer's in people and take away their lives. That's the truth. Any doctor wants to come on here and do a show with me, I'm more than open to it because that's the truth. The eggs are just going to help you heal, think better.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
So all I'm asking is that you do this one time.
I will.
I haven't heard anybody die from doing raw eggs. And then you're going to go, oh yeah, but I was told that, you know what about salmonella? You don't even know anybody that got salmonella from eggs. Okay, you'd have to take the egg, make the blender drink, let it sit in a Mexican hot sunshine for a few hours, and then take it, and then it would make you sick to your stomach. Now, who does that?
No.
Okay, so understand, if you want, Wanda, if you want to get well, then you make sure your subconscious isn't going to block information.
I got you.
Okay, all right? Okay. And that's the thing, I got to tell you, the majority of the population, you know, they come on my show and they got shell shock. And it's like, this guy is such an idiot, you know? Because tell me I'm wrong, with the majority of the population, if the beliefs they're hearing do not match or come close to what they already know, they dismiss it. Yes or no?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so that's why, guess what? I'm just going to scare everybody off from my platform, thank God, because they're not ready.
I'm still here. I'm ready.
You do 2 blender drinks with 2 raw, free-range eggs in each, and only pick 1 berry, strawberries or blueberries, and then water or coconut water. You can do coconut milk if it's pure and it only has 3 ingredients. Watch out for these sneaky guys. Okay. And do a level tablespoon of black gold. So, because with black gold, it's a pure humic fulvic. We're the only company that do not use chemicals with our humic fulvic. It will drop off 40 different micronutrients into your digestive tract, but it will grab onto any parasites, any parasite eggs, any heavy metals, any viruses, okay? It'll load itself up 300 to 400% of its weight. And then when the black gold gets to your digestive tract, it'll reinstate mummy's good bacteria, which is the only bacteria that I'm concerned with to get reinstated. Now do that twice a day.
Twice a day.
And maybe do that around 11 o'clock. And then at noon, what about a really good rainbow salad with some beans in it? Or you could even chop up some avocado and put in that. And then let's do another blender drink around maybe 2 o'clock for that booster, okay? All right, we need the amino acid if you want to put weight on. You know, you go ahead and do your dance, and put dance in your pants, but we got to put amino acid in your pants too to build up your muscle. Okay?
Okay.
All right? So then let's do that. And then what do you usually have for supper? Don't tell me rice. Oh my God.
It's just probably some watermelon or grapes or something like that. It'd be normally just fruit.
Okay, that's fine. You know what?
Yeah.
Let's stick with this for now. But at least do the 2 eggs raw in 2 blender drinks, and tell me that you don't think better and that you don't feel stronger.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right? And then please, can the odd time, can you make some lentil soup, or can you do and put maybe some black beans in your salad? Oh, can you do that?
Yeah, I do. I make salad, so I use the 3 bean salad. So I put beans and avocados, and so I make salads. I make
I
a
know,
lot of
but
salad.
I need to see some lentil soup every day.
Lentil
I
soup.
need to see some beans in your salad. I need to see you eat an avocado. I need to see you do 2 blender drinks with the raw free range eggs. Okay, and then guess what? And then I need you to see putting dance in your pants, and we'll actually start to put some muscle on. Now, if it's affordable, take a look at SON formula. Before you start dancing, take 3 of those 20 minutes prior. And just before you start to dance, you take IGF 300,000. And if you do those 2 products, we're going to see lean muscle come on you within 3 to 6 weeks. Okay? IGF 300,000 is, IGF-1 was made by your liver until we get over the age of 30. And it's what gave us all our energy, gave us all our lean muscle. It gave us that toned look, that gave us our collagen, that made our face look great. Okay, and SON formula is the most absorbed amino acid muscle building product, and it's been around for 25 years. Nothing has ever been made better than that. Okay, so if you want to help and give yourself a boost, do that. I would also tell you to do the Beyond Dormus Minerals, probably about 50 drops, like I told you in the morning with the warm water. I'd do 50 drops 3 times a day minimum. So that's 150 drops. And I would also, if I were you, take a look at putting in a little bit of black diamond in everything you drink, so it goes into your bloodstream, into your brain and cells to get it. You do a little bit of the black gold, the black diamond every day. You don't have ever a fungal problem, a parasite problem, a viral problem, a heavy metal problem. You don't have to do these, oh my God, I gotta go and rush and try to save myself. No. We don't need to do any detox if we just do gentle baby loving steps throughout our life. I'd also tell you to take a look at the Perfect Day Multi. And I would also tell you to do, if I were you, I would be doing at least 2 in the morning, 1 at night before bed. And I would also do Miracle Molecule C60 under your tongue, 1 teaspoon 3 times a day. Then tell me how you feel. There it is. That's what I would do. And you don't have to do any of this. Research it, and then call me with every question you have and question me on it. Okay?
Okay.
Now, I also want you to do this. I want you to get a clapper, and I want you, because you have the asthma, I want you to clap your lung area for at least 10 minutes every day. If your chest does any bruising, that means that you are so full of infection and your circulation's bad. Whenever we clap and we bruise, that means that circulation is so bad in us. Healthy people don't bruise. Healthy fruit is not bruised. Yes or no? Healthy fruit is not bruised?
It's not.
Unhealthy fruit bruises easy, right?
Right.
Fruit that's overripe has fruit flies all around it, right?
Right. Right.
And those fruit flies actually were created by the environment of the fruit starting to rot, right?
Right.
So understand something. Bad bugs like parasites, fungus, and bad bacteria would not be in the human being if the human being was not overripe and rotting. So understand, every human being that is fighting mold and fungus, yeast problems, bad bacteria and parasites. They're low vibrational in that area. And guess what? What came first, the swamp or the mosquito?
The swamp.
Thank you. And I'm telling you, this is real health. This is not that other BS stuff that they try to teach us out there. Well, they actually don't try to teach us anything. They try to program us everything.
Right.
So first I want you to clap your lung area. And then I want you to get a nebulizer, and you can get, where's the, okay, it's right there. This is a portable one, right? Well, if you'll take a look, watch this. Can you see the infinite iodine come out of it?
I see it.
Okay, that's infinite iodine. So when somebody has really bad lungs, and understand, do you know who should be doing this? Every child, every teenager, every adult, every elderly person should be nebulizing every day. And if they did, they would never have infections. Because guess what? Infinite iodine, which this is right here. And I told you, it's really important that you do at least 5 sprays of infinite iodine in the back of your throat. We don't make iodine, and that's why people have low thyroid, or they have Hashimoto's, hyperthyroid. That's why they have a goiter. That's why they have growths on their thyroid, because of the lack of iodine. And don't ever think your medical system is going to tell you that. Back in 1974, the food corporations took iodine out of everything, and they put bromide in to block the iodine from going to the thyroid, and everybody blew up in weight, and everybody started getting thyroid problems, okay? Remember, it's all a setup. So now you can take the infinite iodine, put it in here, and then breathe it in, and if it makes you feel like you want to cough, then just do a little less. I guarantee you, if you start nebulizing with this in the car, when you're watching TV, when you're just laying around, and you know what? If you go to lay down and sleep and you want to really get your lungs back, especially you, this is a portable nebulizer. So I can put the mask on and just fill this up, and I can fall asleep, and I'm breathing in infinite iodine. And understand this, you want to rotate them. I'll do infinite iodine today, okay? And then tomorrow, I'll do silver bullet immunity. Now, you can believe this or not. Go check with everybody. I don't care who makes silver out there. Silver only lasts 8 to 10 minutes. Ours will last 8 to 10 hours. There's no other silver like it on the planet. Okay. So that's going to go in the last 8 to 10 hours, and that's disinfecting. Remember, I'm going to go through these in a second. And then guess what? And then the next time we do it, we're going to rotate. We're going to use Bright Eyes. Okay, where is it? Let me see here. Could you give me the Bright Eyes, please? Then we're going to use a product called Bright Eyes Nanofulvic. And you can put that in your eyes. It's the only fulvic you can put in your eyes to help all eye disorders, to help to not just stop them, but to reverse them. And everybody, just so you know, when you look at my products, everything that you see on the label is minimal. And that's just to please the FDA. And understand something. I've got people with cataracts, okay, where they're supposed to have surgery, and within, it takes sometimes a few months, especially if you're so bad with cataracts, but you can reverse these. Cataracts are caused mainly because of blue light, not just, but inflammation of the brain causes cataracts. Nobody knows that, okay, because your eyes don't see. Your eyes don't see. The optic nerve looks like it's backwards. It's to slow down the light and to slow down the frequency, because your brain makes the images. Your eyes don't see. And the reality is if you didn't notice, guess what? So we know right now that computers have been out for 30 years. Yes, in people's homes. And we know this, 30 years ago, guess what? There were hardly any eye disorders. Tell me I'm wrong. There wasn't anything. No macular degeneration. There was no cataracts, glaucoma, floaters, myopia. This is all blue light poisoning. Well, I'm not on the computer much. Yeah, do you have LED lighting? Do you go to work and they have LED lighting? Do you look on your phone all the time? Do you watch TV? Do you go to movies? I mean, we are blue light poison. Blue light is more poisonous than any food you eat. And everybody looks at it as if it's a friend. And this is why I wear Tesla lightwear, and everybody goes, what do you think you are, a movie star? No. I used to wear glasses until I was 26 years old. I got perfect eyesight. I don't wear glasses anymore. I don't wear readers. You can turn around your vision. Your ophthalmologist, doctor, eye doctor, is not a doctor. He's giving you glasses so that you can see. He's not helping your eyesight or your brain.
Right.
If your brain was right, your eyesight would be right. If your liver was cleansed, so would that. And the other thing, we're going to get to that in a second, but understand something. People don't get it. They buy these blue blockers. There's a guy on right now saying, buy these blue blockers for the day, and then buy these blue blockers for the night. No, Tesla invented these. These are called fluorine lenses. They turn the blue light into healing light, and it actually heals my brain and my eyes. Why would you want to buy something that just blocks it, for God's sakes? Transform it. And that's the deal. So this here is called Bright Eyes Fulvic that you can put in your eyes or put in your ears for infection or to help your eyesight. But we
you put that in your ears? You put that in your ears too?
Oh, yeah, you can put the infinite iodine in there and the silver bullet immunity, and you can get rid of ear infection real easy. Okay?
Because I did.
How about this for ridiculous? So my child has an ear infection, and now I'm going to give them an antibiotic, which is a form of chemo, have them swallow it and go all the way down through their digestive tract, get into their little large intestine, and blow up their good bacteria and the bad bacteria, and then bring down their immune system, and it has no effect on the ears. How about that one? How about intelligence? Is there no intelligence left? None. So all we had to do is just put, guess what? All we had to do is put silver bullet immunity in the little child's ear and just put a little pool of it and let it soak. And guess what?
Infection gone.
3 to 5 minutes, the pain's gone. And guess what? We do that 3 to 5 times in one day, it's healed. But no, we're not going to do that. Let's go in and destroy their immune system first. So anyways, with these products, I'm going to do one at a time, infinite iodine, or I'll do the silver bullet immunity, or I'll do the Bright Eyes Fulvic. And whether you want to believe this or not, everybody, and understand, I'm not scared to tell the truth, and that's all I'm going to tell you. We're talking all the way to stage 4 inflammation they call lung cancer, where I've got people that are in their 90s and 80s that work at McDonald's, and they don't have the money to spend on anything. And I'll just give them this, and they'll nebulize it like their life depends on it. And I can give you case history files to show you that people with lung cancer turned it around. People with asthma. But it doesn't matter. You don't need to wait until you have a lung problem before you nebulize, because when you nebulize, it goes in your brain, it goes behind your eyes and into your ears, because it's called a cave, and it goes into your lungs, it goes into your bloodstream. Do you know how powerful that is? I already told you, I ordered 350 nebulizers, and the FDA threw them in the garbage and said I was never allowed to sell them again. And it wasn't about the nebulizers, it was about my products. Because anybody can put salt water in there. You can't put products in there that are actually going to change the terrain of that tissue cell, because they don't like that. Maybe now with the new government in and with RFK, you know what? It might just loosen up a little bit, and God help us that it does. Okay?
Right.
You got any questions, Tawanda?
Not at this time.
Okay, all right.
But some of the things that you've shown already, I've ordered it already. I've ordered the black gold. I've ordered diamond. I ordered eye drops. So
The black diamond, put a pinch in everything you drink, just a pinch.
A pinch, okay.
The black gold, like I told you, okay? I'd like to see you really, a rounded teaspoon is as low as I would go of the black gold twice a day with your blender drink. Remember your new blender drink with the raw eggs and the berries?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, all right. And then what other products, sweetie?
I have I use the iodine every morning already. I ordered that. But I didn't get the nebulizer though. But I do the 5 sprays every morning.
Yeah, I know, but guess what? You nebulize it like you're addicted to it, and then tell me that you're not hacking up stinky, putrid mucus from your lungs that have bacteria and mold in it.
Okay.
It's going to come up.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
All right?
Mhm.
Just make sure you clap those lungs too. Okay?
Okay. Yep. That's on the way. I ordered that already. I'm waiting for that to come in. So I've already ordered that one. I think I've ordered two of them. So just in case I wear one of them out, I
Oh, you're
ordered
going to
two.
get clap happy.
Yeah.
I want to see you clap and dance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. All right.
Uh-huh.
So I've ordered a lot of products already. So, because I know they work.
Well,
I've
what
been
you need
checking.
what you need to do is make sure that you keep my feet to the fire. You
Okay.
got a question, you call me. You
Okay.
got a question, you call me.
Okay.
Don't you dare spend any money unless you know exactly what you're doing. Do not waste any money.
Okay.
I know people may not believe this, but guess what? I won't let you spend any extra money unless it's worth it. We are not doing that anymore. We are not wasting money, and that's why we have to be there for your phone calls.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Okay.
Any,
Yes.
anything else, love?
I think that's it. Just got to place my orders for the nebulizer and yeah.
Yeah, the nebulizer, you can get it off of Amazon. I'd get a portable for when you're on the go. I really
Okay.
would. If people would take this seriously, I told you this stuff goes into your blood. Decontaminate. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
How are we doing?
Awesome.
Did I
Taking
answer
good.
everything?
You did. Yeah. Yeah.
Understand someday if it's possible, find one of the people that have a DoD Power Pack clinic. Go to dodpowerpack.com and see if there's anybody close that has a cardio med bed, because that will bring your circulation better than anything else. Okay?
Well, I was going to talk to you about that because my anniversary is coming up. I said for my anniversary, I was going to come to your that large thing you have that you can.
DoD 5-star healing resort.
Yes, I wanted to look into that. I want to speak to you offline about that,
Oh
or we can
yeah,
do it online.
what?
We can do it online, whichever one you prefer.
Well,
But
you can ask me questions right now or offline. It's whatever you're comfortable with. That's
and
it.
also we supposed to went over the coffee enema because you supposed to been explaining to me how to use
I
that.
just want to make sure that your energy is up, but the ultimate
Okay.
coffee enema is totally
Okay.
crucial for everyone. What I would want you to do is do the ultimate coffee enema, and I want to make sure that you're doing it when you're at the most restful time of your day,
Oh, okay.
peaceful time of your day. That's when you do it.
Okay.
And I want you to do it and then see what your energy levels are like. I don't believe you're getting enough nourishment. I really don't. Okay, too much rice. You're eating too many empty foods.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah. Fatty acids, amino acids, minerals. Say it.
Fatty acid, mineral acid, and amino acid. I think you said right.
Okay. Fatty acids, amino acids, and minerals.
Fatty acids, amino acids, and minerals.
Yeah, fatty acids is like your coconut oil, your olive oil, your avocado. We have what's called ocean essentials, which nobody should be doing fish oil. They don't even get it. The people burp because you can't digest it. It's amazing how we just keep on being sold stuff forever. Okay? But take a look at the ocean essentials. I would put you on like 5 twice a day, and I would put you on, like I told you, the C60. But let's just do the C60 for now. It's more important, okay? The miracle molecule, okay? And we talked about the other things, okay? I'm trying to get you to bring your amino acids up just in your diet, okay? All right?
So you want me to just focus on that right now? Just focus on the diet part right now.
Well, focus on the diet part, but go back and listen to this and write your questions down, and then call me, and we'll get more specific. How's that?
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I like that.
Like, let's nail this thing.
Absolutely.
Let's do what we need to do at the right time, and don't do any more. And
Okay.
don't do any less either. Because,
Okay.
we want to see every day that we're making 1% progress, because in 100 days, honey, I'm home.
Got you. Okay.
All
Makes
right?
sense. Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So, Tawanda, give me a call, and we can talk about if you want to come to dod5star.com.
I do. That's, I
And,
mean,
and the reason why you're going to call me is because we want to build it personally for you. That's it.
okay. I like
And
that.
you're going to love it, because you know what? So what we did is we built this really beautiful place, and we have all the top energy medicine. I mean, all day long, you will be using the top energy medicine tools, and most of them are free. It just comes with you staying there.
Okay.
And understand, it's not expensive to come here. People don't get it. We are more than reasonable. You'll see when we talk. But when you come, it's like a playground for your body. Okay?
Okay. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Okay?
But we'll be there next month.
Okay.
If
Well,
you have, because I know, I watched a lot of you when you were speaking about that. So, we making preparations now. So I just want to talk to you to tie up the loose ends or whatever, and
okay.
and
Well,
set everything up.
give me a call, love. Okay?
Okay.
All right? And
All
thanks
right.
for joining me. Write your questions down. And
Yes, sir.
if you want to give me a call today, just go ahead and do it. Okay?
I'm going to call you right now.
Go ahead and do it. We'll just get to it.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. All right.
Okay. Okay, sweetie. All right.
Bye.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that, everyone. I guess the most important thing is you got to know what you want. And then, you got to find your passion. Let me just ask you, what's your passion? What's your purpose? Because if you don't have a passion and purpose, and I love this one. I usually say to people, because usually people come to me, they're not that well. They've been everywhere else. Trust me, they've tried everything else, most of them. And I'll say, well, what's your passion and purpose? Well, I just want to live until the kids finish school. Really? Better watch out what you ask for, everyone. You think about that. What about having fun? What about loving your life? Okay? All right? Seriously. If I have to listen to that one again, okay? Or I just want to see my grandchildren, grow to a certain age or do a certain thing, or boy, oh boy. Guys, you know what? We should want more, because we deserve more. Okay? All right, everyone. So just know our cleansing and weight loss sale is on. It's up to 40%. Not this Sunday, July the 13th. We'll have, remember Dr. Simone Gold? She was the first doctor to say no to the V, and she got everybody rallied behind her. Well, on Sunday, July the 13th, we have Dr. Dana Granberg plus Dr. Simone Gold and 18 other medical doctors coming to tell you about their journey and how they are changing the face of medical, and they are moving into the natural as well. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Okay. Wouldn't it be great if we could all just work together? Okay. Love together, care together. So Sunday, July 13th, that'll be 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then Monday, we'll be doing a live Q&A at 12 until 2, and then another one from 7 until 10. So please go to bhnuniversity.com and get your Zoom link if you want to come on and ask these doctors questions directly about your condition. How would you like to come on and ask about your condition to a doctor that has a different point of view? That might be different, eh? These are all the great events that we have coming up. On July the 19th, I have a Rock with the Doc of Detox. That's a Saturday. And I'll be coming on here at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for actually, are you ready for this? 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours actually. And I'll be answering all your questions in my arena, okay? So again, you go to bhnuniversity.com and you can see the other things that we have coming up here. So you can check some of these out. These are coming up in the future. We are trying to create world events to change your life and to show you that your health matters, that you matter. Okay? All right, just know this. Please go and download bhnapp.com, everyone. If you don't want to lose us, because we're always on the edge. I'm serious. We're always on the edge of being kicked off of every platform. And yeah, I guess I do have a bit of a big mouth sometimes. Oh, they don't like what I say. And I don't know, with these new bots, that when they start actually, when the new bots took over, you should see some of the reasons why I get taken down or I get punished. Like right now, Facebook is giving us limited viewing. It's not allowing most people to even see us. You know, usually, you know, we have about 2.9 to 3 million views a week. And right now we're only doing about 1.2 million because it's actually blocking us. And it's not allowing anyone to come on and follow us or like us because we're being spanked right now, okay? And I can't even tell you why they took me down. I can't even repeat it because who knows, I could be punished again. They said one more and you're out of here forever, okay? All right, so check out bhnapp.com if you don't want to lose our message, all right? That is our app. And on our app, it is the largest self-care healthcare app. And you need to go through and take a look at this. Go back and stop it and look at just a few things that are on there. We have built things to help you track yourself, love yourself, care for yourself, be that light for your family, right? Dr. Sage Wolf will be in St. Louis, Missouri, doing Wolf non-surgical cell sonic regeneration, cardiomedbed, thermography, and consultations July the 6th to July the 15th. Call Tim. Go to bhnuniversity.com or just stop it and take the phone number off. All right? Actually, I'm hiding the phone number, aren't I? Well, which is not really great. Yeah. So, Jenny, I need you to go back in and get the phone number over to the other side so I'm not blocking every phone number, okay? All right? So if we can kind of redo those a little bit. Just call Tim for that, and then he's going to Montreal, everyone. He's almost booked there, so you can call Christine in Montreal. We do thermography, which is no radiation, like x-rays, and it'll let you know where you're going to be in 5 years, and it is more accurate than anything else. We do heavy metal testing, consultation, cell sonic regeneration, non-surgical, and cardio-med-bed at most of these places. Call Christine if you're in Montreal or would like to come there. And then Dr. Sage Wolf will also be going to Toronto. Put it back on me, please. Dr. Sage Wolf will be going to Toronto September the 3rd. He will be doing 3 days of treatments. Then he's going to be doing a Wolf non-surgical certified course. So if you are from the East, okay, this will be the last time this year. If you want to do a Wolf non-surgical certified course, get in touch with us. We will be putting the information up right away on bhnuniversity.com. All we need to do is get 6 people and the course will happen. That's September. He goes there September the 3rd. I think it's the 3rd, the 4th. He will be doing treatments and then he'll start it on the Saturday, and I don't know if that's the 6th or not or something like that. So around the Saturday, around September the 6th, that's when it'll start. It's 12 days, all right? Okay, and also then he'll be doing treatments after he finishes the course also on people in Toronto. It'll be the last time we're there this year. Calgary, there'll be a woman's pelvic course live June the 27th. Getting real close, everybody. So if you'd like to attend, get in touch with the office or go to bhnuniversity.com to get information. The next time we do all 3 courses, Whole Life Coach, Wolf non-surgical, women's pelvic course will be in Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo, starting on October the 29th. Then we'll be doing it again in January. And then we're going to be in Los Angeles in February. And then guess what? We are opening up a DOD World Treatment and Training Center in St. Cloud, Florida, on Jim Gale's property, Food Forest Abundance. And that'll be opening up February, the month of February 2026. And then in June, we will be doing, okay, all our trainings in June of next year, Whole Life Coach, Wolf Non-Surgical, and Women's Pelvic Restoration course. So you will find a DOD, okay, Power Pack Clinic and healing retreat where you can come and stay St. Cloud, Florida, starting February, and Ixtapa, Mexico, right now. Okay? All right? You can go to DOD5star.com to get more information. These are all the different platforms that we are on. If you ever missed a show and you want to catch it, go to Telegram and go to Doc of Detox Official on Telegram, and you can go through, and it's the easiest place to find a show if you missed one. Okay? These are the different platforms. You can download the audios. We have 3 fulfillment centers, America, Canada, Australia, but we ship all over the world. And if you want to become an affiliate and actually get money off your product, if you want to make money from sharing your affiliate link, go to docofdetoxpartner.com. And if you want to be a wholesaler, call me and let me know that you are a health practitioner, and we will discuss about giving you our products at wholesale. Okay? Understand, everyone, we are creating DOD Power Pack clinics all over the world. Now, understand, every time that we sell a cell sonic regeneration or a cardio med bed, we give a $10,000 course training. Whole Life Health certified, Wolf Non-Surgical, the most powerful body work in the world, certified, and the women's pelvic course. We don't just do that. We sell you if it was like our cell sonic regeneration device, it's a 25,000 volt device, and it puts it into a love harmonic. You know, people talk about Rife and different frequencies. Well, what if we had them all in one pulse? What if it could actually electrify and bring scar tissue back to life? What if it could decalcify and actually create ionization of the calcium to put it back into the bones? What if it could actually bring down inflammation in your body, bring down pain, and you will feel it in the first few pulses? Understand something. We are selling a whole franchise to people who want to become practitioners and who are practitioners without the franchise cost. Nobody, I don't care what university, whether you're a chiropractor, naturopath, nobody is going to support you like us. And I don't mind being challenged on it. Nobody. Our marketing, we give you thousands of dollars of marketing every year, free. Okay? We put you on all our major websites. We refer to you, and understand something. If you have had enough of just being treated and you want to get healthy, check out any of our DOD Power Pack clinics, and you're going to find out something. We give a money-back guarantee on our consults, our cell sonic regeneration, our cardio med bed, our Wolf Non-Surgical. Put your money where your mouth is, and we'll do it. Okay? I'm telling that you can reverse the irreversible. We also, the cardio med bed, if you had perfect circulation, you'd have perfect health. And we sell a cardio med bed that used to sell for $250,000. We're pulling them out of hospitals. We're selling them for $45,000 plus the $10,000 training, or the cell sonic regeneration at $35,000. And we give a $10,000 training with that. And you can also see about financing on dodpowerpack.com. And if you go to bhnuniversity.com, you can read about all of our trainings and certifications. And we actually have at bhnuniversity.com financing if you're interested. Okay? This is DOD 5-Star Health and Healing Retreat. I'm in Ixtapa, Mexico. We only take 3 people at a time at our healing retreat. And most of the times you'll find that you're the only one and you have the whole retreat to yourself. Think I'm kidding? There was a beautiful lady that was just here. She said, I don't want to do any therapy. I don't want anything. I just want to come down and relax. Well, guess what? She did non-surgical every day. She did cardio med bed every day. She did cell sonic regeneration every day. And we have about 5 other devices that are the most powerful infrared, 2 of them. And we have a vitamin D crystal light. We have a Avicin. We have a Bioptron there. We have a PMF there. And they're all free for you to use. We have a salt water, ionized copper zinc pool to swim in. Most healing pool you'll ever swim in. There's bicycles there for you to ride. The beach is about 7 minutes away by bike. The most beautiful places to eat if you want to go to eat. It's totally safe and totally beautiful. I've lived here for 4 years. Understand something. I wouldn't live anywhere else in the world right now. Okay? I will be going and moving back to Florida when the St. Cloud DOD World health and healing retreat opens up. So I'll be there half the time and in Mexico half the time. But understand, when I go to Florida, it's the freest state. And understand, when I go to Florida, it's Jim Gale's Food Forest Abundance property, which is totally sovereign. And everything there is totally pure, all the food. And you can go out and pick your food and eat just from staying there. And we've got enough places there that we can house up to about 20 to 24 people. So we'll be doing a lot of our courses and our trainings there. You could come there for personal treatment and training or just for a healing. And you could learn about permaculture, electroculture. As you watch on my platform, you'll see Jim Gale go out and pick food. And he has an organic, pure chef there. And they'll show you how to make all this food. Okay? All right. So we're here. We're doing it. We're trying to teach you it. Dr. Sage Wolf will go anywhere around the world and help you learn Wolf Non-Surgical if you want to be certified, or if you just want to learn it to heal your family. Okay? This is the pricing for our courses. The Whole Life Health Certified is $4,000. Wolf Non-Surgical is $5,000. If you take the both of them, you save $1,000. It's $8,000. So if you're in Canada, it's Canadian dollars. America, it's American. Australian, it's Australian dollars. And if you live in a third world country, call me, because we're going to make it accessible. Nobody gets left behind here. Okay, we're creating an army of healers. And every one of the people that take my courses, at the beginning, they're a little shaky. But when they get done the course, they all offer a money-back guarantee, because they've never seen anything like the body work we do and the way we've put it together. And especially when it comes to things like this. Okay, there you go. Take a look at this. Okay, this is just the manual for our patients, and you can download this at pdgfree.com. This has more personal take action things in it and strategies than you've ever even known in your life. And I mean it. And this is free. pdgfree.com. You can get these for half price right now, everybody. So that was $95. So half price for this book. You couldn't print this. Go and print it. It'll cost you $120 to $130 to print anywhere you go. Okay? All right? And right now you can buy this for whatever half of 95 is. Okay? All right? I can't calculate that right now because it's called Butt on the Run. Okay? So also I do perfect consults where I charge $350. It's a one-time fee. You never pay again no matter how much you call me. Okay? I do an audio of the consult. We send it to you. And if you want to get one of my New World practitioners, you can go to the consultation page. They charge $150. Same thing, lifetime support. Okay? All right? Check out our clothing, everyone. We got sweaters, Braveheart clothing. I think you'll like some of the things like crack your coconut. Okay? All right? There's lots of sayings and we want to create a Braveheart nation, everyone. It's called vitamin C, called courage. That's what we want to build in people. You've got to become courageous. You've got to learn to trust yourself. Okay? All right, I want to thank everybody for joining me today. And also, don't forget, if you want a real good read my Healthy to 100. You can download that at pdgfree.com. And remember, it's always been about self-care. It's the only health care. It's always been about self-love. Guess what? You can't love anybody except for the way you love yourself, or it won't last. That's right. You heard what I said. The day that you have unconditional love for yourself, you'll have it for the planet. And damn it, then these cycles won't be running us around anywhere. Because guess what? We will be a Braveheart family. God bless. 3, 2, 1. We got this when we come together.